Yes guys, and welcome back to another match week, game week number 20, Premier League predictions. Always got my dad's predictions, and yeah, it's a big week obviously. After yesterday's video, thank you for the love and support on it, and yeah, obviously still gutted, disappointed, but that's in the past now. We've got to move on with the future, and Tuchel will be announced as the Chelsea manager today. And he should be in the dugout for the Wolves game. Obviously, Wolves, Chelsea, big game. You've got Man City taking on West Brom. You've got the biggest game of the week is Tottenham taking on Liverpool at the new White Hart Lane. So, yeah, a few big games. And Man United taking on Sheffield United even. But, yeah, some big games in there. And let's see what I predict and also what my dad predicts. So the first game of the week is at St James's Park, where an under pressure manager in Steve Bruce takes on Marcelo Bielsa's team in Leeds in an interesting game. I believe last time they played it was like 5-3, wasn't it? 8 goals, but I can't see there being 8 goals in this one. Both teams have been pretty poor lately. I believe Leeds have lost 3 on the bounce. Newcastle, we know how poor they've been. I hate watching Newcastle, I've stated many a times, but yeah, I believe Leeds will win this one and they'll bounce back. Newcastle in a complete rise. Awful for Newcastle right now. I feel for their supporters and all of that, because they've had it worse than Chelsea, but Chelsea sat their manager and Newcastle don't. But yeah, I think Leeds will win this one 2-0. They don't keep many clean sheets, but I do have the Leeds goalkeeper in my fantasy team, so I'm hoping they can keep a clean sheet in tonight's game. And yeah, I believe they will. I'm going 2-0 Leeds. My dad's going 2-1. And if Newcastle lose this one, surely the board has to make Steve Bruce lose his job. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, both gone Leeds wins. Let's see what happens. So next up, it is Crystal Palace taking on West Ham at Selhurst Park. Palace, not really been that good. Usually you associate Palace with being good defensively, but recently they've been abysmal defensively. They conceded goals left, right and centre, and that's not the Crystal Palace that we've seen in the Premier League in recent years. West Ham, on the other hand, wow, they're in really good form. Antonio's back, he's flying. 2 goals in his last 2 appearances is brilliant. They're organised defensively, good wins against West Brom and Burnley, like 6 points. And yeah, it's looking good for David Moyes and co. But what I think this game will be is another question. It's another one like Newcastle Leeds. You don't know. You can't really call. It's two teams fighting out. I know Palace have a really good record against West Ham at Selhurst, and will that come into play? I'm not too sure. So I'm going to go with a West Ham win. And I think they're going to win this one 2-0 as well. West Ham, good defensively. Hope Antonio scores if they do win. But if they do win, they go above us. So it's like, wow. And yeah, if Antonio scores, that's good for my fantasy. And also Kufau in defence. But yeah, 2-0 West Ham for me. My dad's gone 2-1 West Ham. So yeah, he believes West Ham will win as well. But yeah, Roy and his men need to pull out a really good performance here. And if they do, they could pick up the points. But yeah, West Ham are looking really good right now and pushing right up the table, and deservedly so. Let's move on. So next up, it's the repeat of the FA Cup 4th round. Southampton versus Arsenal at St Mary's. And yeah, Arsenal were rubbish the other day in the FA Cup. I'm really surprised. That's usually a competition where they actually show up and perform, but they just didn't. And yeah, Southampton deserved to put their place in the next round of the FA Cup. And this game, but no Aubameyang for Arsenal, I'm hearing, or no Kieran Tierney, and that plays into my reasoning for thinking Southampton will get another big 3 points on the board and keep pushing them up, similar to West Ham. Keep pushing them right up in the table, and yeah, fighting for Europe. I'm going to go with a 1-0 to Southampton on this one. The same as the FA Cup game. I think it'll be a similar game. Southampton will get the goal and then they'll dig in. They're really good defensively at the moment, Southampton. And yeah, Hasenhuttl turned it around. I know, like, I always say it, but like what the commentators always say when they lost 9-0, they turned it around. They say every game you watch Southampton, if you watch the game tonight, they will mention their turnaround against Leicester twice, I reckon. I'm going twice. Put a bet on that. But yeah, Arsenal, they've been in really good form, but they've got a really tough run of fixtures. And if they lose this one, they go to Man United. No, they host Man United next week. And wow, 2 defeats on a row could leave them back down again. Get back in the relegation zone. But yeah, it could go the other way. But yeah, I'm going Southampton. My dad's going 2-1 Southampton as well. So we both think Southampton will pick up the 3 points. And that'll be a big 3 points for Ralph's men. So the last game of the Tuesday action, and it comes at the Hawthorns, where it's West Bromwich Albion taking on Man City and Pep Guardiola's team. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne, you all heard the news, Kevin De Bruyne's out for 4 to 6 weeks, and that is a big factor in why I think Man City will struggle in the next couple of weeks with tough games. I believe they've got Spurs and Liverpool coming up, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, big games for Man City coming up, and they need to get the 3 points. I do think they'll get the 3 points here, because I don't think the loss of Kevin De Bruyne will impact them that much in this game. But yeah, they struggled against was it Cheltenham? I forgot. Yeah, they played Cheltenham in the FA Cup. Obviously, I forgot that. But yeah, they were losing 1-0 with 10 minutes left, and you thought, oh my God, if they go out here, Jesus. But no, they dug in. Phil Foden stepping up, one of England's best talents. But yeah, I do believe Man City will win this game 3-0. I'm going banker. Just think their class will show. West Brom are still dodgy at the back, even though they've been scoring a lot. But Man City defensively have the best record in the league. And yeah, John Stones to score. My dad's gone 2-0 banker Man City. So both think Man City will pick up the points. And yeah, another big 3 points for Guardiola's men. Okay, so the first game on the Wednesday comes at Turf Moor, where it's Burnley taking on Aston Villa. And yeah, Burnley have looked really, really good at recent weeks. Who would have thought Burnley would go to Anfield and pick up 3 points? First team to do it in 68 games, crazy. But yeah, we'll get onto Liverpool when they play Tottenham at the end of the match week. But yeah, Burnley, really good win against Fulham in the FA Cup. Thoroughly deserved 3-0 win. And that sends them into the 5th round of the FA Cup. Good for Burnley. And yeah, on Aston Villa, obviously really good win against Newcastle. Both teams are going into this game in really good form. I just think the class will show, and that class will come from Jack Grealish and Aston Villa. I believe Villa will pick up the 3 points with a 2-1 victory. Jack Grealish and Ollie Watkins to score. My dad's sat on the fence, he's gone 1-1. But yeah, Burnley, they're really good at the moment, and they could easily grind out a 1-0 or a 2-0 win or whatever it is and get the 3 points. We'll just see. But I just think the class will show, and Aston Villa will pick up the 3 points. Okay, so next up, it's my team, Chelsea, and we take on Wolves. And probably, by the time recording this, Tuchel isn't appointed manager, but he's apparently in London or flying to London or something. So we shall see, and we'll find out. But yeah, new manager bounce on this one, I believe. It's a tough one, because if we play a really good game, you do like question whether the players up for the challenge with Lampard, or like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a tough one, but obviously 3 points is the main thing. If we can get 3 points, that only puts us 2 points behind Liverpool. That's crazy. 2 points behind Liverpool with sacking our manager. Who would have thought it? But yeah, let's see. I'm interested to see Tuchel's team. Obviously, match reaction will be out. I'm interested to see how he'll line up. I've done a bit of research in the way he likes to play, and it seems like he likes a higher press and yeah, pressing from the front. Klopp and Guardiola obviously do that a lot, and yeah, they're known for that. But yeah, Wolves in really awful form, let's be real. 1 win in 10, and obviously that was against us when they beat us 2-1 in the reverse fixture earlier on in the season. And yeah, I believe we'll win this one 2-0. Werner and Havertz to score. Could you imagine the absolute limbs if they do? Wow. But yeah, my dad's gone 2-0 as well, so we both think we'll get the manager buzz, get the 3 points, and yeah, let's get on with the season. Thanks, Frank, again. I'm always going to say it. Thank you very much. And yeah, but we've got to focus on the season, and it's Chelsea Football Club. Let's do it. Okay, so next one's a big game, and it comes at the relegation zone, where it's Brighton Hove Albion taking on Fulham at the Amex, and difficult game to call. Both teams have looked decent in recent weeks, not amazing, but decent. Brighton put their place in the 5th round of the FA Cup, which Fulham couldn't do, and yeah, home advantage will count this one for me. Brighton, they look like they can create a lot of chances, but whether they take them is another factor, and they've not been as solid defensively. But yeah, Fulham, they've put in good performances against Chelsea and Man United, but they didn't get the results, and that's the problem with Fulham at the moment. They're putting in good performances, but yeah, not getting the results. And I think Scott Parker's men will lose this one 2-1. I think it'll be an open game. I do recall the last game being 0-0. It could go the same way. Don't get me wrong. Like, it could be a really awful stalemate, but no, I do think Graham Potter's men will pick up the 3 points with a 2-1 win. And yeah, my dad's gone 1-0 to Brighton. So yeah, let's see what happens. I'm looking forward to that one. I like the way that both teams play the game, and yeah, let's see what happens. But yeah, Brighton wins for both of us. So next up, Everton versus Leicester in a big game at the top of the table. Wow, you'd never have thought, like, I don't know, 18 months ago that these two would be fighting at the top of the table. Both managers, Ancelotti and Rodgers, have done a really good job for both teams. And yeah, this is a difficult one to predict. Everton are decent at home this season. They've been better at home than away, and will this come into play? But Leicester, on the other hand, they're so much better away, so I feel like it counters each other out. I'm going to go with a really high scoring 2-2 draw on this one. Just think both teams got class. Also, Vardy out for Leicester is a big reason why I don't believe Leicester will pick up 3 points, but I still think they've got goals in them with the likes of Maddison, Harvey Barnes has been on fire, and yeah, a lot of others. But yeah, Everton obviously have been really good. Both teams put themselves places in the next round of the FA Cup, and both having good seasons. So I'm going with 2-2. Dad's gone 1-1. So yeah, both think a point apiece for each team. Let's see what happens. Okay, so the last game on the Wednesday comes at Old Trafford, and it's a Man United taking on Sheffield United in probably bank of the week. No disrespect to Sheffield, but I just believe that Man United, they're in really good form. Obviously, a really good win in the FA Cup against Liverpool, 3-2. They've been really good in the league, winning 2-1 at Fulham, etc., etc. And yeah, I think Man United win this one 3-0, banker straight up. Yeah, no problem for Man United, and they'll retain top spot. And the way it's going, if they keep grinding out results, they'll obviously be up there by the end of the season. And that's credit to Man United for sticking with Solskjaer at the end of the day. Could have easily sacked him after they got crashed out of the Champions League, but they remain with him, and it's paying off at the moment. They're top of the league. But yeah, I don't think Sheffield have any answers. My dad's gone 3-1, Man United banker. And yeah, Sheffield are going down, 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 down. Good song that. But yeah, 3 points for Man United for both of us. Alright, so the last game of the match week, and it comes at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's Tottenham taking on Liverpool. A massive game for both teams. Tottenham have been in decent form. Really good win against Wickham last night. After going behind, they showed them character, pulled out the result, and they're into the next round as well. And yeah, in the league, good win against Sheffield United. They have had a tendency to bottle Leeds, but they didn't against Sheffield, and yeah, picked up 3 points. Whether I think they'll pick up 3 points against Liverpool is another question. I think it's going to be a draw, personally. Liverpool need the points, like, desperately. They're in such bad form. They've only scored, in the league? Once out in 4 games in the league, which just isn't really good, is it? Let's be real. That's not title winning team form. And yeah, they've seem to lose their spark. And it's not good for Liverpool fans right now, is it? And Liverpool players and not everyone associated at Liverpool. But yeah, I think they'll get a point and it'll be a 1-1 draw. My dad's gone 2-2 draw. So yeah, both thinking draw. It could go either way. Like if either team like go for it, they might find flaws in each other. And yeah, pick one team might pick another team apart. We shall see. But yeah, both going draws on that one. So that's been Game Week 20 Premier League predictions. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Means a lot. Tell your mate, all that good stuff. Yeah, lots of Premier League videos coming out now after the FA Cup has stopped again. And yeah, obviously match reaction to Thomas Tuchel's first game in charge for Chelsea against Wolves will be out Wednesday night. And yeah, let's hope we can celebrate with 3 points. And yeah, thanks for supporting all my videos recently. Means a lot, and yeah, appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Up the Chelsea, 3 points on Wednesday, please.